Alright guys, so we haven't yet entered Odisha border. It's still Andhra Pradesh going on, and the roads are just okayish with occasional diversions, a lot of them actually. And the weather is clear now, the sky is clear, although it's not very sunny, and the AC is keeping us comfortable inside here. And so far so good. Kolkata is 730 kilometers more, so I'll keep updating you. So we are entering Odisha and also coming out of it because the road goes via the border, so it's like on and off, and in a few kilometers we will be permanently inside Odisha and not come out after that. So the roads have improved definitely. Odisha roads are better than what we faced or what we came across in Andhra Pradesh. Most part of it, the roads have been decent now. There are diversions, there are a lot of humps during this diversions and all, but it was still manageable. Could pick up some pace and keep moving forward. So we are around 25 kilometers from Berhampur, which is a very famous place. Berhampur is situated next to Gopalpur, which is a tourist spot. So I would update once I reach or I pass through Berhampur. So these kind of scenes are very common, cattle crossing the road. You gotta be a little cautious because they come out of nowhere and they will be right in front of you, and you understand the consequences of hitting a cattle, both financially and physically. So just keep that in mind. Apart from that, the landscape is really beautiful, as you can see. And what you see on the left is the truck line. This line basically is for the border crossing that I'm gonna cross right now. So we'll be crossing over to Odisha. This is the RTA checkpoint for the trucks. Hopefully they do not stop cars, passenger cars, I don't know. I'll try to pass through. I hope I don't get stopped. Alright guys, so we are driving adjacent to the Chilika Lake, which is the largest lagoon or saltwater lake in India, and I'm just waiting if it will be visible from the road or not. If it is, I will definitely show you guys how it looks from the road. There is the mighty Chilika Lake. It definitely calls for a stop. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this magnificent lake. Alright guys, so we just passed through Chilika, a glimpse of it, not the whole lake though. But what a scene it was. I hope you would like the photos that I will attach to the video. My DSLR did not work because the AC was on throughout, and the moment I pulled my DSLR out, the lens immediately fogged up. So yeah, it did not work. That's sad. Nevertheless, I clicked the photo on my camera, on my phone camera, and that's about it. So heading forward towards Bhubaneswar. I am guessing it's about 100 kilometers from Chilika. So next update after we reach Bhubaneswar. Some more beautiful scenery around the highway. Bhubaneswar is still around 84 odd kilometers, say 80 to 90 kilometers. The landscape of Odisha is worth visiting. It's really beautiful. All these white flowers, call it Kashful in our language. Some 40 odd kilometers from Bhubaneswar, and the roads have gone from bad to worse. Like diversions and broken roads every freaking where. I don't know how long it's gonna go this way. I have been driving through the worst of roads for last 30 to 40 kilometers now. Alright guys, 480 kilometers to Kolkata and fueling up, and this will probably be the last fuel up. So this is the third and the last fuel up of the trip. Hopefully. The road conditions are super duper bad. I am very tired, and these roads are not helping me either. So I don't know how long I will be able to push through. Let's hope Bhubaneswar comes soon and with some good roads. So right, this was Bhubaneswar. We're leaving Bhubaneswar and we'll be entering Cuttack in next 30 minutes.
And we crossed Bhubaneswar and Cuttack quite fast, which almost took about 45 minutes to 1 hour, and the traffic was a little heavy, but the roads were fairly good. And we continued ahead towards West Bengal and Kolkata.
Alright, so we are in Cuttack city, almost exiting it now. It's the same thing over here as well. A lot of flyovers to get past the city traffic. Really a helpful thing, helpful development. So the time is 7:58, means it's almost 8 p.m. in the evening. And Google says there is 425 kilometers left to reach Kolkata, and it's gonna take us 8 hours and 40 minutes. ETA remains to be 4:40 a.m. in the morning. Let's see how it goes. This is supposed to be Golden Quadrilateral. Wow, so much gold in Golden Quadrilateral. What roads! Oh. Feels like my car is gonna break into 2 pieces.
So the road conditions went from bad to worse, and it continued throughout the night. So I had to dodge all the bad patches in the darkness. The last part of Orissa and West Bengal border was really in a very pathetic condition. It took us a lot of time, and it took a lot of effort as well to dodge all those bad roads. After going some distance, I finally decided to have something for dinner, and I stopped by a small restaurant which looked decent after a long search.
Some hogging time. Anda bhurji, dal tadka, roti.
And that's exactly where things went wrong, because the moment I had the food, as we were already in the car for more than 24 hours, I started to feel extremely dizzy, and I had to take multiple power nap breaks, over 2 to 3 hours of power naps before I could reach Kolkata.
So this toll plaza separates Odisha and West Bengal border. The other side is West Bengal. The roads have been so bad, I don't know for what they are charging toll. Anyways, let's get through this toll and enter West Bengal. Super duper excited.
The name of this place is Datan, and I took multiple sleep breaks after this toll. By the time I was back in senses, it was morning. So the road after Kharagpur was really nice, which was about 150 kilometers of very good stretch, and the car only was cruising at triple digits. The roads after Datan was as such good. It was a concrete road, but all the culverts and bridges were broken very badly. So it was, in short, very inconsistent, and I had to really brake hard at places. The issue with inconsistent roads is you build up speed and then suddenly something comes in front of you and you have to brake really hard. That makes the drive even more dangerous. On bad patches you will just keep the speeds low, so you have sufficient time to brake. For inconsistent roads it becomes a little risky. So overall the road conditions were not that great, and that is the reason why it took us more than 24 hours to cover a distance of about 1600 kilometers. We entered Kolkata through the Kolaghat route. My wife and I were extremely delighted to witness Kolkata in the early hours of the day. It felt as if all the fatigue just vanished with the view of the Hooghly River. This is a clip of the beautiful bridge on Hooghly River on the Kolaghat route. We continued further with excitement in our hearts to meet our parents and family out there.
চলো ওই ওই বাইকটার পেছনে চলো, ওই সাদা वो वहां से लेके जाता गूगल मैप.
So that brings us to the end of this journey. Just 600 meters left, and the total distance on my Tripmeter is 1611.8 kilometers. So yeah, that's about it. That is the distance. And if you talk about the timings, we started at 10 p.m. on 15th of September. And today is 17th September, and it is 7:42 a.m. in the morning.
So with this we come to the end of this video. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, do give it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends and family members who would really be interested to undertake such trips. If you have any questions regarding the trip, feel free to comment down and I would definitely answer them. Keep following the channel, keep supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.